Okay, so I am officially recording at this point. I remembered, so I'm officially recording. So I actually don't really buy that many catalogs. I maybe buy 2 packs of what, 50? Is that what they come in? 2 packs of
Yeah, I
50?
think so.
I
Yeah.
don't
25.
really buy that many
25.
catalogs. Is it 25? I don't know. I just
No,
bought,
it's 50. It's 50 because I just ordered mine, so they're
is it?
coming 50.
I
Yeah.
don't know. So I just buy like 2 of those because I am officially obsessed with these.
Yes.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, that's what comes in pads of 50.
I love these. So I ordered 2 of these. So here's how it comes. Like it's like wrapped. So it's
Yeah.
3
Mm-hmm.
sets of 50. Yeah.
Yep.
And yes,
How much
they're
are those?
$9.
they're like a really
$9?
nice, they're like a really nice, I don't know. I'm a
I call it
texture
a portable catalog.
Oh my gosh, this thing is amazing. Yes, I know it's small, as in like the images are small, but it is so inexpensive to mail these.
Much more detail. Yeah.
Yeah, and like what I do, and okay, so I know we're talking about transition, so I won't go into that right now unless we have time at the end. But so yeah, so all of my materials just came in yesterday and I ordered them on the 1st. But with that being said, I do live 35 minutes from the Capel shipping warehouse. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I did just get them yesterday, which was the 11th. So, I mean, be patient, they'll come in, but honestly, I would order some catalogs, maybe just like 1 pack or whatever your budget allows, but I would definitely order at least 1 package of these because you get 150 of them. And they're both
Oh,
sided.
really?
They have
Yes.
room right here. Wait, sorry. They have room right there for you to put a label or a stamp or
Yeah.
a sticker. And then
Yeah.
right here, it does have underneath the picture of the whiff box, it has
Yeah.
an empty blank space right here. And so
Okay.
what I learned from somebody else, and then I will turn the time over to April. What I learned on somebody else's thing is that in their catalog and their product list, and I would assume maybe the brochure, the product brochure catalog, which I don't buy, they personalize it in the sense of they do, pause. Okay, so here's the catalog, right? So what I have been doing the last 2 days is I have been going through, and I do it to the exact same catalog. So what, and Holly and I have done this before, is I went to like Office Max or Depot or whatever, and I bought the vellum Post-its. So it's Post-it notes, but they are like vellum. So they're like see-through. And I write them. So, and then, so it's see-through. So I put it over the aloe vera picture and it says, put this warmer in a pot to create a new look. No one will know it's not a real plant. So that way you give them like a little message, you know, something to look at, and then they flip it up and go, oh my gosh, I would never think to do that. That's a great idea. I'm going to buy that warmer. So I personalize it by then also going to like, I'm trying to see, don't mind the dogs. I'm trying to see what else I've done here. So on this page where it has time to reflect and glimmer and glow, in vellum, I put, these are 2 of my best sellers.
I got that one. I like that one.
And then on another page, which is the page for the those things, I put this.
The squirrel.
I put, these are, shush your mouth, Holly. These are amazing. So just throughout the catalog on there, when there's things that I'm like, ooh, I want to highlight that, then I just do a sweet little, I do like a little vellum, like, and I don't, sometimes I mix, so like usually on the page with all of the clean products, I'll do one that says, I use this all the time. And then in the end, the very end, and mind you, you don't have to do this if you don't want to, but to me, I'm like, oh, this is just something little that I can do to personalize my catalogs, is on this picture where it's like the join, you can either stick it right over this, which I did in the last catalog, or this time I stuck it right here. And I put dream big and take the leap, join my team today. So I put that on like the join page. Like I said, that's what works for me. You do what works for you, both time, effort, and money on what works for you. But I learned that from somebody else, and I was like, that is so awesome, because then your customers get a little teeny tiny bit of like a look into who their consultant is and what her favorites are. And maybe they can be like, well, you know, I like her pictures that she posts, and I really like the way she decorated the aloe vera warmer, so I'm gonna buy that because I know she likes it and she and I are very similar. So it's just a way to create like a connection with your customers. So I do it only for the catalogs, and that's why I don't buy a whole bunch of catalogs. It's because I don't have time to sit and go through 300 catalogs and do that. So I only do it for the, you know, the 2 packs that I buy. But then on the product sheet, I circle, and I know it might look ghetto, I don't really care though, I circle a few of the items that I like on both sides. And then right here, I put best thing ever circled my favorites, so that they know what it means when the things have been circled. Whether they get that or not, that's up to them. But it, once again, gives them an idea of maybe some things that I like or that are my favorites, because they're going to be like, oh, well, I trust her as my consultant, that she's not going to lie to me and tell me something's great when it's not. So those are just ways that you can personalize your items. And I can go into more, but that's a different call. But since you were talking about supplies, yes, I got postcards, brochures, catalog testers, and these. I just got them in last night, and I literally have been working nonstop. Like, I'm still working on like labeling and marking them and personalizing them. And then I put them into packets, which I can show you guys later or on a different call, whatever. If we have time, great. If not, not a big deal. But that's just what I do. But obviously the call tonight is about transition time, and April has worked really hard and knows her stuff. And so I will turn the time over to you, Mrs. Hurt.
I would not say I've worked very hard, but
Come on, own it.
So who's already ordered their stuff for transition? So so Annie, you have not. Annie, is this your first transition?
So I didn't think we could order it until January 18th, or I had some weird date in my head.
I know what you're thinking. You're thinking of the spring sales kit, which is available at that time, I think. So yes, you can order now. And then Elisa, have you ordered yet?
I don't know what that is.
The transition?
What are you
If
talking
you
about? The catalogs, you mean?
Yes, like the new catalogs and stuff.
Yeah, I ordered the catalogs.
Okay.
The catalogs I did.
I was going to start real basic with what you, like the bare bones that I feel, and everybody has a different feeling, I'm sure. But, and so Holly, jump in, Patty, jump in, Annie, jump in. I wonder if I should call you guys like Annie A and Annie H.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's do Annie Q, right?
Yeah,
Q?
That's fine. I was going to say, like, everyone at work always calls me AQ because it's just easier for people outside.
All right.
AQ,
Well, everybody
that's
calls me
cute.
Lisa short for
Annie, by the way, I
Elizabeth,
have
so
so
that
many
works
names
for you.
because I know you also sometimes go by Angela. So I'm always like, is it Annie or Angela?
Sorry.
Win or Hammerly?
There we go.
I'll
There
tell
we
you
go.
all the things. All right. So anyways, basics. A pack of catalogs. 25 catalogs are on sale this month for $10.80.
Right.
And starting
so
next month, it would be $12. So
yeah.
get them while they're on sale. It comes in a pack of 25. I think 1 pack is enough. Some people don't even buy these anymore. I personally buy 2 or 3 packs. So another great product is the showcase brochure. The showcase brochure is sort of nicer than the product sheets. Not great for mailing though. I like these personally for home parties, and it has all the products like kind of in order.
Oh, okay. I never had that. I never had those. What are they called?
They're called showcase brochures, and you get 25 for $5.
Yeah.
That's what I use the most.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta get
That's what I
some.
use the most because you can fold it in half and stick it in an order in a person's order that they're done locally. Like I don't mail those, so the customers who order every now and then or just are curious and want the catalog, this is what I give them because this is cheaper as a whole to buy a package of them to give out. I save my full-on catalogs for my real deal customers, the ones who come back all the time, who buy, are my big spenders. They are the ones who get the real catalogs. And the curious ones are the, hey, can I grab 3 bars every 6 months? They get these. And then
Because it's literally half the price.
it is. It's half the price. They don't cost as much out of pocket to be able to purchase. And they have all the warmers in it and all the scents listed. And it has the sheet on the back that lists all of the categories of scent and all that, to where I use the product sheets as to go in my mailers. So it's just, and to hand out, like if I'm at the store, I'll clip a sample to it and I'll hand it out to somebody because, you get, those are even cheaper.
Yeah.
But the showcase brochures are a nicer way of handing out a catalog without being a full-blown catalog.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
So, and with both of these products, and actually also with the product sheets that Alexis showed you, make sure you are ordering. We are all here USEN.
Yes.
That's US English. Okay. Because there's.
And I think they've actually changed it to make it even easier to not mess up, because I will raise my hand and I will own the fact that I bought Canadian catalogs once.
Yep.
And I actually had to
I bought Spanish once too.
Right. And so I ended up just saving those for people that I would hand to in person. And I had like a big old post-it on the front that said, oops, accidentally ordered Canadian. Please do not look at the prices. Contact me for more information. So at least I was like getting them out. But yet I would do it in person to where I'd be like, hey, so yeah, accidentally ordered Canadian, but guess what? The prices you see in the catalog are actually more than what they really are. So that was kind of like a funny, haha, the prices you see are actually like for Canadians and they have to pay more. So it actually ended up being a good thing because I'm like, hey, that warmer says $56. Guess what? It's only $45 for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just they've changed the description when they have the drop down bars to pick which language. They've actually changed it to where you like literally can't order the wrong ones anymore because so many people were making that mistake. So just so you know, they've made it really easy to tell the differences. But yeah, sometimes it happens.
It happens to the best of us.
I've done it. I've done it.
But sometimes when you're ordering at 3 a.m.
Yep.
Things like that happen. All right. So to me, like these are one or the other or both crucial.
April, how much did you say the showcase one was?
$5 for 25.
Okay.
$5 for 25. So half. And then the showcase brochures don't go on sale. So it doesn't really matter if you buy them this month or next month. They don't usually discount those. They don't usually discount the product sheets either. They're almost always $9. So again, doesn't matter if you do it this month or next month. But the catalogs are only on sale this month. So next month they will go up.
Also the testers, right?
Say it again.
The small package, the testers, they're on sale this month too, right? The small package.
Yep. So the testers, the set of, and again, be careful when you're ordering. You want to make sure you're ordering the spring summer set. Okay. So the spring summer set is $16 for the transition. And you just need the transition set. You don't need a full set. So a full set is $40. Now, if you're starting to grow your business and you're doing more basket parties and you want to get a second full set to have in rotation, I personally use 3 full sets in the spring, summer. And then in the fall, I used to use 4 or 5, but that's even down to about 3 now. So I have enough regular customers that kind of know now. But yeah, so but again, not necessary. So, work in your budget. There's a super cheap way, like you can transition, in my opinion, for 25 bucks. You need a pack of catalogs and a pack of transition testers. And then you can either throw in product sheets or showcase brochures if you want, but it doesn't have to be this big expensive thing. Okay.
Hey, April, I would say about every 2 years, I actually do a full, complete new tester set just so that they're new. I know that I'm not missing any, because I've been doing this for 14 years. And so I sometimes get a huge accumulation of testers, and that can be a different call on what to do with those. But every so often, I love to just have a brand new, full, complete set. So just know that that is an option too, if like you're missing some, or some of them are just kind of not looking very good anymore. Like some of them can look pretty janky if they've been moved around a lot, open, closed, like the label is hard to read. So just know that you can order a full set whenever you want, because sometimes it's just nice to have just like a full, complete, new, shiny set. And then also, you don't have to, I think, unless she makes her own, Holly does order forms. I literally have not touched an order form in probably over 3 years. I just never need them. Holly uses them, which is
I use them.
But just know if as far as kind of like giving your customers that yellow receipt, if that is how you keep track of things, then don't forget order forms as well. If you need those for your business. Like I said, I know Holly uses them. Maybe she can go more into that, but I personally don't. But if you want to talk about why you do order forms.
It's just an easy way for me to keep track and to keep information without having to try to go and try to fill out, this long spreadsheet, some other area. I just take the order forms. Now this is an old one and I'm not going to show you their information, but, I just fill it out like normal. And then that way I can go and see a name, where they're from, and a date in a really quick time frame. Because a lot of times I'll have, a customer come back and will be like, oh my goodness, I need to know, I need to reorder blah, 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 blah. Well, sometimes I don't have access to my computer right away. Because one, I'm on the phone with them, and two, I may be on the other side of the house and they're like, oh, it's a green bar, this or that, whatever. And I know, I can go straight to my file while I'm on it, go through when I knew that they ordered, March or whatever, pull out that stack and be like, oh, it's right here. You ordered da, 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 and it has the notes on it. So it's just an easy way for me to keep track of it without having to try to log into the workstation, scroll through the whatever party it was, on down that list. And it's just an easier way to keep track of it. Plus, it's an immediate receipt. So if there's ever any problem with it, if, they are giving it as a gift and can't remember, I've got it there, and it's just all one quick way to keep up with it. It's just an easy way for me to keep up with it without having to create something new, that I have to try to remember to go into to keep up with. And I just clip them together by the party. And then as something comes in, then I take the sheet or the sticker, packing list that comes with the stuff. And as I go through it, I check it off. Yes, I have all these things. And then I separate each order out by their receipt. So then I can double check I've got everything correct.
I do the same thing, Holly.
Take off the receipt, put it with it, and file all of my parties together separately with each of their order forms. It's just easier.
Yeah, I need the paper. I'm old school that way too. I still need the tangible paper.
Yeah.
So.
And it's just easier to pull from without having to try to log into a computer, without having to log in. Because sometimes that takes longer than just going to, my filing cabinet and pulling, a piece of paper out and seeing what I've got. But anyway, that's why I use it. It's just easier.
Okay, it just gave me the alert that we have 10 more minutes.
Well, hopefully it'll be the free time.
I know,
again.
but we'll see if it does the same thing, because it gave me the thing that was like, your meeting will end in 10 minutes, upgrade to pro. And I'm like, no thanks, because then I'll have to pay for it. But who knows, last week it like just let us keep talking. So We'll see.
Yeah, hopefully. So, so yeah, those are like the basics, the bare minimums on what you would need to transition. And to piggyback on what Alexis said about buying a new set, if that's not in your budget and you find you're missing a couple, like if you're missing, you know, your Luna, which is part of your carryover, or you're missing like coconut lemongrass that usually carries over, you can order separate testers individually for $1.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
another thing
okay.
that I wanted to make sure that everybody knows and understands is when you're ordering your business supplies, if you are closing a party, you can add your business supplies to your party. You
And
don't
save
get
the shipping.
PRV. You do not get any PRV for your business supplies, but you can add them there. And yes, it saves your shipping, especially if it's a $500 party, then it's free shipping. So I made a mistake January 1st and didn't have a party ready to close, and I wanted to get my business supplies in, and I ended up paying shipping, which just makes me cringe. But I did it because I wanted to hurry up and get them in because I didn't want to be late to that game. So, so yeah, add them to a party if you have one closing. And then the way I do it, and the way I've trained my team to do it, is to create a customer in your workstation, first name business, last name supplies. And then when you're entering your party order, add that business supplies as a guest to the party, and then put everything you order underneath business supplies. And that way, at the end of tax season, you can just go in and do a search on that customer name, and everything you've purchased for your business will populate. So all your transition stuff that you've bought, any wax, if you're buying wax to make samples, if you are buying a product to use as display at a party, if you are buying washer whiffs to give out as samples, anything like that becomes a tax write-off. So that's a good way to order your supplies as well.
Can you use earned credits to buy some of the supplies? Like, do you know what I'm talking about? Like,
Yeah, no.
you have party points.
Now,
Or
wait a
It
second.
has to be actual product. It can't be business supplies because
Okay.
of the PRV.
Except
make sense?
if you're talking about your Sensational Start Award, you can use that.
Okay.
So you
Oh,
can
okay.
use your, yeah. You can't use like party rewards, but
Okay.
you can use
that.
your product credit in your account. You can use
Okay.
business supplies. Yep. And that's why whenever you train somebody, when you get a consultant and you train somebody and they reach shooting star, you get a $25 product credit when your front line reaches shooting star. And then I usually try to save that up, and that's exactly what I use to buy some of my business supplies. So I used to use it to buy them the mini set of testers when we had mini testers, but we don't have those anymore. So now I just keep it for myself. And then that is really, oh, there's one more tool that I wanted everybody. This is awesome, especially if you are a newer consultant. Even if you're not new, it's got great information in here. So if you are one of those people that wants to go live, but you don't know what to say about a product, or you want to make a Facebook post and you don't know what to put, you can open this book, and it has amazing product descriptions that tells you about each of our products. So you can use wording right from this book to create your Facebook post, to run your Facebook party, to do a live. So there's a lot of great information in here. I wish, and I don't know why they don't put how long everything lasts. I really wish they would include that, but they don't.
I think it's just such a gray area.
I'm sure that's why they don't want
that they can't say, oh, this bar lasts 5 hours.
Yeah.
Well, you don't want it. Yeah, it's just a gray area.
They don't want it in print, I'm sure, but
exactly.
It is the question that I get all the time from my new consultants, and it'd be awesome if it was in here. So
I'm so glad you mentioned that, because I totally spaced on getting that this time. Like, I got my catalogs, I got my transition testers, did not get the product out.
And what are they like? This one I forgot.
It's like $1. Yeah, $2.
Like,
yeah.
Crazy cheap.
Super cheap. So worth it to help you, especially if you're new. Just some
I love it.
self-reading. This is like a by your bedside read at night. Know your stuff. So
Question, can you download that though? Like, could you print it
Yes.
off if
Yes.
you needed to?
yep, you absolutely can. There's a PDF. Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, just in case you want one, but at the same time, you're like, oh, it's going to take forever to get to me. Those things are always available to print off.
Or access, even if you don't
Yeah.
want to print it, you just want to access it. So
Yeah. So always check the, what would that be? The marketing tab.
I'm terrible at searching things on the workstation. I can never find anything anymore.
I found out a trick on how to do that.
Oh, Holly, do share.
You have it would have to be like another little like training video, but it was really cool. Somebody was showing us on like I don't remember one of the pages, and I'm like, wait, are you serious? Is that really how you do it? And so I went to go prove them wrong because surely that's not how easy it is. And boy, was I wrong because you have to use the filters on the side.
I've tried to use the filters and it doesn't filter right for me.
Well, normally I'll put news tab and blah, 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 blah. Then I'll tap the little thing in and it won't come up, right? And I'll hit latest. If you go down further on the side, there's like other little like drop down ones that are further down, and you can specify, I want the news tab, and then come down here and you click catalog. And then boom, it'll pull up all the catalog stuff, like all of the catalog stuff. It is really cool. I was like, oh,
I'm going in tonight.
Hey, maybe you need to post that on the team page.
okay. I got to figure out how to.
Do you know how to screen record on your phone?
Yes, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Also, if you go in and click PDF and then you type in catalog in the search, it'll only bring up the PDF pieces.
Okay.
That's cool.
So it'll filter out like images or whatever if you don't want that. That's what I've been
I didn't know
using
that
lately.
either. That's cool.
That might help.
Well, that saved me a lot of time because I always click on the pictures and I just want the PDF and it just shows the picture over and over again until I pick the PDF one.
You're like, there's the one I need.
Yeah.
FAQs I've been able to find pretty easily. You know, I just think sometimes their keyword searches don't give you enough. So
Yeah.
that's hard. But then just one more little thing. I am going to share this in our team files if I can. This is the work of Christina Stainbrook.
We have a minute 30.
This is from the fall, but she did do a spring one as well. And basically that's actually it's really just a half sheet, but it is a scavenger hunt for your catalog. So if you're mailing out catalogs to people, you put this scavenger hunt with it, and it says, fill out this sheet as you look through the catalog and send me a picture of it completed to claim your prize. And then your prize can be whatever you want. And then it's like, you put these scented stickers inside and these are $3 from the consultant store. A lot of them are sold out right now.
I know.
But
They go fast.
you, put them, and then you put them on certain pages, and you'll have to keep a master, obviously, but then it would tell you they would have to have the page numbers right, so they have to like actually hunt through your catalog and look for the stuff, so it makes them look at it. So it's a good way to get them to not just throw it on the table, maybe call
That's a great idea.
okay, and get them to kind of look at it, and then you know, you can give them whatever you decide to give them, free bar, free scent circle, whatever.
Okay, so it says less than a minute. So I'm gonna wrap it up
Mm-hmm.
and then wait and see if it actually does kick us out. And if it does, then I've got stuff that I can post on the page. You've got stuff that you can post. You've got stuff you can post. And I'm